Hello, everyone. This is Ryan Beck with the Complete PT Institute. Today is an introductory video about the why, the what, and the how behind the Complete PT. This has been a project of thought, contemplation, study, and implementation over years and years in my career. It's born out of a passion that I have for musculoskeletal physical therapy, where I believe that the potential of physical therapy can go, what I see its weaknesses being, and effort that I want to put in to try to help move the physical therapy profession forward and to find like-minded therapists that want to get behind this initiative as well and help the physical therapy profession to blossom. The vision for the profession of physical therapy, according to the American Physical Therapy Association, aligns with what I hope to see the physical therapy profession evolve into, which is that physical therapy, especially within the musculoskeletal realm, emerges into direct access, primary care. Now, direct access really is a two-part mission, where first, it needs to be globally legal for patients to be able to get services from a physical therapist. And secondly, insurance companies need to globally recognize that that is a valuable service and they pay for those services. In addition to that, in general, we would like to see increased responsibility and increased reimbursement for our services. I also see that in order to achieve this vision, therapists coming out of school are ill-prepared to do this. It's a very challenging time where physical therapists are coming out of school with a doctorate in physical therapy, which I think is great. But I think one of the challenges of that is the title of doctor suggests expertise. And in order for a physical therapist to be ready for direct access and primary care, I don't see new grads coming out of school prepared to fulfill that vision properly. And so we need more availability of cost-effective education out of school. We need more efficient learning opportunities for students. And the other challenge that I see is there's a lot of division amongst clinicians in our profession. Of dozens of courses I've taken through multiple different schools of thought, teaching in a PT program, mentoring therapists, there is a tremendous amount of variability and disagreement to the point of belittling, arguing, and badgering back and forth one specialty to the other, and that weakens our profession. So I hope to create a lot of simplicity and clarity and truth principles within the profession that are transferable amongst any specialty that somebody follows. So that's kind of the why behind this project. Now, what is the Complete PT Institute? Well, it is a comprehensive, efficient resource to be the complete clinician needed to carry this vision forward. It is 7 fundamental pillars to mastering musculoskeletal physical therapy. Each of these 7 fundamental pillars will be discussed in other videos, but each pillar has master steps that need to be mastered in order to fulfill each pillar's strength. Resting on top of those 7 pillars is the vision of direct access and primary care, increased reimbursement and responsibility. It is also a process of simplifying a very broad and complex topic into a system that can be understood and used by a new grad and also seasoned clinicians, that everyone can benefit from this. It is also a growing body of therapists that want to get behind this initiative and this mission to really help educate other clinicians, model this idea, whether they lobby, research, lead, teach, lead individual clinics, and help bring up other clinicians into this standard of a complete PT. It's also a system for the life cycle of a physical therapist. where the life cycle of a therapist really starts with a didactic student, where they're just learning content, memorizing, trying to understand concepts. And then they transition into a clinical student where they're on their rotations and they're trying to apply information and learn from other providers. And then that transitions into a new grad, your first job out into the field where you're independently managing patients. And then hopefully that transitions into an expert, somebody who has specialized in the musculoskeletal world. They've mastered a system. They feel highly confident. They understand the research. They're applying high-level skill to their patients. And then the final stage is really diversification. I like to think about a diversified therapist has multiple lanes that they can change into, where a new grad has a lane of treating patients. Now, an expert has a wide lane of treating patients. They have a much greater ability to move and shift their treatment style based on the patient's need. But a therapist that is diversified has multiple different lanes. One lane can be a research lane. Another lane could be a leadership lane, an administrative lane, clinical skill lane, a faculty or teaching lane. That they have skill sets in other areas that they're able to utilize and make an impact in the profession of physical therapy. So as other videos get posted and created, we will talk about the 7 fundamentals, the master steps, the systems of that didactic student, the clinical student, the new grad, the specialist, and then the diversified therapist. As we talk about each of these concepts, it will provide clarity to what needs to happen in a simplistic way to help this profession move forward. I am certainly not alone in people out there putting effort into this same vision. The Complete PT Institute is essentially just what I see in my 19 years of experience. And in addition, my dad was a physical therapist. He had a practice for 30 years. And so I've been able to see the profession of physical therapy evolve and grow up to this point. But I am also no stranger to the weaknesses of the profession. And so the passion behind seeing the potential and wanting to get behind this and push, showing the system and strategies of how to make it happen, that is what the Complete PT Institute is all about. So I hope that this system serves you well. I hope that it enlightens your mind. I hope that it gets you inspired to take action and that we can partner together to move this initiative forward. So I appreciate your time in watching this video and look forward to sharing with you soon. Thanks a lot.